Live at the Barbershop with Q.
Oh, okay.
John, the Magnificent.
I'm with that.
I was just trying to amp it up, you know.
Grind me, thirsty, bout it, you heard me. Grind me, thirsty, bout it, you heard me. Grind me, thirsty, bout it, you heard me.
Live at the Barbershop.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Good night. Little technical difficulties, but it's all good. That just means it's live. You heard? Yes, sir. Tonight's topic, man. I said I had to do this. I've been waiting on this. I didn't get a chance to do it last week. I didn't get a chance to do it the week before. Said I had to jump on it this week because I'm seeing it a lot more in our day-to-day movements, society, just going out the house and just hearing things on the street and trying to figure it out. Today's topic. You know what? Before I do that, I get so excited to get straight into it, so I keep forgetting. So without further ado, I'm your host for the night. My name is John. Sitting next to me is my man Q. What it do?
What's up?
Sitting next to Q, you know how he do. My man AP. Say it again. Uh-oh.
Yeah, you gotta put it in.
Uh-oh.
Represent.
So in the building.
Represent.
All right. Shout out to my man Black IT.
Yo.
All right, special guest for the night, as always. Family to the house to the family. Where's this green proudly? My man Hamilton is in the building. What up?
All both of them out.
All right.
Yeah, I thought you would ring a bell. No bell? I gotta get a bell. Thought I would hear ding-a-ling-ling-ling-ling-ling.
Don't worry, you got 5 more years of that.
Special guest in the house also. Also family is in the house. Jonice is in the house with us. Janice, what up?
Hey everyone.
Right. How you doing?
I'm good.
All right. I'm glad to have you. We have another guest chiming in. Let me see if she's in the building. CC, you in the building with us? Not yet. All right, we'll chime in with CC when the time comes. All right, so we're a little technical difficult. We'll see what's up with that, but we'll get the conversation going. So, tonight's topic. We're trying to find out if social media or society itself is setting up Black women, and in turn, are they doing the same thing with Black men by applying these things to the females, because the female is the nucleus, and then it applies to us on a secondary base, meaning they put the seeds in, no pun intended, but they plant the seeds within the females, and then the females then relate it back to us.
I used to think it was in the water. That these females are drinking.
Here we go.
So now let me make my early statement. This does not apply to every female. So I don't need to hear this whole thing about how you're being sexist, you're being this, you're being that. This does not apply to every female.
Yeah, I can't.
We got a percentage number of how many females?
I can't use that word again, female. They beat me down for it all the time.
So what do you use now?
Young lady.
They
young
say
lady.
People.
And I don't know if we can use young lady if they're women.
They
Young
say-
women?
They
I
say
don't know.
people
She,
in general. People in general.
She, her.
Okay. Well, we'll use that.
Hold
But
on.
Janice, you're the
We
female.
got a female on the panel.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah. So what word we use?
I like young lady or women. I mean, that's
Women.
fine.
Okay,
Okay,
I'll use women.
okay,
CC,
okay.
is that you in there? Uh-oh. CC in the building. Thank you for joining us. Special guest tonight. CC is in the building. How you doing?
I'm great. I'm
All
great.
right.
I
All
gotta
right.
listen to this. Me,
Oh, she's
wait a
ready.
minute. Let
She's
me make
ready.
sure my ears is open real
she,
wide.
she,
Okay,
she
all
got
right.
that tone.
She's
She got the
ready.
tone.
Yep.
All right. So, topic ahead right now. So, what we're discussing is three different things right now. So, it's beauty, household, and economics. Now, when we start off with beauty, let me just do a little something real quick. Yeah,
Tony.
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 Now, you see me? Anyone? You can see me? So this is part of the talking about right now. So now, when I go out in the club and you meet me, Tony, Tony Starks, right?
Yeah.
You're expecting Tony tomorrow. Am I correct?
Right.
Yeah.
Tony next week
Yep.
and the
Yeah.
week after.
That's
Mm.
right.
So now a question was posed before, and Jonice, you and I kind of touched on it before, where some females would ask, "Do men really want all natural female, or do you want that made up, that BBL, that eyelash,
Right.
the Brazilian,
Uh,
the lace fronts, and the baby hair on the side, and all this extra stuff?"
that deceiver package.
Ah,
Ooh, that's
ah,
dirty. Mm.
okay. I told her, I'm speaking for myself. I want you, the regular you. Now we understand that some females want to get dolled up a little bit to feel
It's
more feminine. We understand that portion of
yeah.
it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But when it goes overboard now, where I saw you as one thing, and then tomorrow I come ring the bell, or I woke up next to you and I'm asking you, like, yo, where's such and such? And you're like, that's me. And you're like, what?
Her
I don't
face.
even look like you.
Her face is on the
No,
pillow.
that's I'm
that,
going sucker.
So
all right, CC, I hear you ready to chime in. Give me something.
I said no. That's when I'm gonna get you sucker
Oh,
type.
all right. So, so to me now, I see a lot more of this happening where on social media, it is almost like it's a norm now, where you can see some before and after situation. You say, yo, that ain't the same person. They
yeah.
saying, no, that was her, minus the eyelash, minus the mascara, minus the foundation, the lace, the everything.
Damn. What's the list, bro?
What is it now where they feel like men, and they're saying we're doing it for you? Are you really doing it for us?
No,
But
they're
if
not.
you look at all, like, I mean, not you say all, but most of the females on social media that are doing, these extra things,
Filter.
a lot of them are single.
Hmm. That's another thing.
So are they actually doing it for the men, or are they actually doing it for attention
They
Mm.
for
doing it more
themselves?
for other women, man.
You think
Yeah.
from other women?
Yep.
Yeah. It's like go harder than she and go harder than she. They're not doing it for most dudes, bro.
Listen,
So
let me ask you a question, man. Is there a reason why so many of young women have eyelashes for their eyebrows?
the two females on the panel, please answer that one.
I'll answer for you.
Eyelashes for their eyebrows. Like it don't make no sense. There's no baby hair that long at all.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
I'm gonna say it's a it depends on the generation you from because it's a new generation out here now, and
Yeah.
it depends on your age range and where you are in life and what you trying to accomplish and what you have already accomplished that's going to make you uh um you know rock a certain way. If you've already, a lot of times, if you've already accomplished your goals or what it is you're trying to do, then it's like love me or leave me. This is it. This is how I am.
Hmm. Hmm.
But again, but if you out here and you're in this social media world, and everybody trying to be podcasters, or everybody trying to get likes and all that kind of stuff, then people, go overboard, way
Right.
overboard, because they trying to, well, let me go viral, let me do this, let me do that, But if you are confident within yourself and you already know what you trying to do, and you're confident in yourself, then you can rock anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to wear makeup. Because like me personally, I'm not a makeup person. I'm all natural. I don't wear lashes. I don't wear, every now
Mm.
and then I put on
Amen.
some lipstick. And of course I get my nails and my feet done, but I'm not one of the
Yeah.
ones that I'm gonna get my nails done and every nail got to have 20 designs and all of that. I'm just
Yeah.
not like that.
Rhinestones.
But it depends on the individual, and it depends on the type of work that you have too, whether you can get away with that or not, you know?
Facts. Facts.
Because I mean, I work on people's teeth all day. So I work in
Mm.
dental. I work on people's teeth all day.
Mm.
I have to have my. I'm old school. I have to have my nails a certain length and all this kind of stuff, because I don't, even though I put on gloves, but I don't want to have some long nails. My nails pop out the gloves.
Right.
But
Right.
It,
it depends on where you are in your life at this time. And I noticed that a lot of younger people, see, I still think I have my ear to the street somewhat, but I mean, I see a lot of younger people, and and it blows my mind too, because I'm like, but you can't knock somebody hustle. I just think that it's where they are in life, and sometimes you can see people that are doing the most, and as they mature and they get older, and they have someone that they can talk to, like in their life or something, to be a mentor or something, then sooner or later they kind of tone it down, because I really think that a lot of people are actually more attractive without all of the extra stuff.
yeah.
So
100%.
so so my question is, because I've seen like some older women now actually, instead of being a mentor, like you said, they're actually following the trend of these younger people.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, you can see that too, and again, that depends on, what that person has gone through and is going through, because okay, that person could have been married before, now they're divorced, or they're back in the dating game for some reason,
Oh.
and it's a lot of competition out here, you know what I mean? And so
There,
you
there
could be
goes the
out here
word.
trying to compete with these young girls, you know what I'm
It
saying?
goes back to
They
competing.
coming out, their hair done, nails done, hair done, everything big. So
I, I,
they may have to come out and try to compete with that too, because
Yeah.
because it depends, because they could just be newly back out in the dating game.
True.
Yeah.
The
And they're
But
dating
gonna
but
game is
stay
what?
a
in the
tough
dating
game.
game.
Yeah. But what I've also noticed is that pertaining to dudes, you cannot say you like a female that is natural.
Mm.
You would like her see her natural ear and stuff, because I saw it on a podcast where this lady was going off and said whenever a man present that, he's just cheap. He doesn't want,
Yeah.
he
Yo,
doesn't want to pay for the
you
hair.
can't
He
win.
doesn't want to pay for the nails.
And
He know
and
these things are ex costly.
and,
Yeah,
and the
So
but
girl
being
that
he's
said,
natural,
cheap.
that's expensive.
listen,
Yes, it
that
is.
girl,
Being
Being
natural is
natural.
expensive too. It can be.
Q,
Right.
Oh, oh,
Q, the girl that said that, her name is Jessie Woo. All right. And if you look at Jessie Woo, she got a, how may I say this to be respectful? She got caked up on her face, bro. No, it's the truth. All you gotta do is look under the neck
uh,
and look at the top part chest and see if the colors match,
yeah,
and you
yeah.
automatically know, right? But when
Oh,
she
oh,
said that, I said, man, that's crazy. Like calling somebody cheap because they don't want all that makeup
yeah.
and everything to come off on the sheets when you on a sheet or the shirt. Like, listen, I went to a funeral a couple of weeks ago, and man, as the people kept coming and saying hello, hello, getting close, hugging, my collar had like 3 or 4 different shades on it, and that was all from makeup, right? But once again, it goes back to like CC said, there's a competition, a natural competition, and that's more of women doing it for women to stay above board in their minds. But
Mm.
realistically, if you took 10 dudes out, probably 2 of them would say, "Yeah, I'm cool with all that," and you have 8 saying, "Man, I don't want that. I don't like that. I'm not feeling that at
Yeah.
all."
This all this makeup and all
But
these things.
also there's a backlash, for men who come out and say, listen, this is what I want. I don't want this. Like I watch a lot of these pop the balloon shows, and
Oh, Jesus.
it goes crazy when like a dude will say, they ask you what's your preference, and you'll say something, and then all the females on the line just go off,
Pop, pop, pop.
even if that's not their stance. Like, is that
But then,
something new to where they just like being what they call it, being a girl's girl? Something like a female called it that.
but then you got the flip side too. There's some guys that like that. You know what I mean? They like them to be they like women to be all dolled up and stuff
Yeah,
like that. And I've seen a lot of people just dolled up and they look nice. You know what I mean? They're not overdone and things like that. And there's some guys that do that. So it's gonna be up to the individual. If you see that person, if you're out somewhere and you see they all dolled up like that, you already know. Well, if you
Yeah.
try to talk to them, you already know that hey, you can't talk to them and be busted. So that's not gonna happen. I mean, you already know that, and then so at the end, if they my opinion, if
Mhm.
they looking like that, then they got the money to sustain that. So if you try
Yeah.
to talk to them and and they and
You
they
can't maintain that.
So,
but
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 see,
but
you
here's the
can't help
thing.
keep that up, and but you like them
Yeah.
looking like that, so it's not like, obviously, I mean, they don't really need you to help them keep that up because they doing it
Man.
already.
So
You know
That's
what I
so
mean?
that
Respectfully, of
that
So
last
course.
that last part, like with I think a lot of females now are subjecting themselves to kind of being slaves to money. Like,
yeah,
because the thing is, a lot of them are coming out there saying, "Well, you're cheap. You can't keep up with them. You can't have their upkeep going and stuff like that." But behind the scenes, they're getting abused by some men who have the money, who could be able to
Yeah.
pay for that stuff.
That's right.
Well,
And
you
it
know
and
what?
it
I
and it's
like to dress up.
stereotype.
I
Jamaican
like to
men.
dress up, but I also like to look homeless too. To be
okay,
honest,
you got that Kanye West syndrome. Okay.
I mean, of
right out there with
course,
that
But what
basket.
I like to wear sweatpants and a sports bra and a big t-shirt and some Jordans and be fine, but I like to wear red lipstick and some makeup. Oh yeah, for sure. And some lip
Right.
gloss or something. Yeah,
It
all that. I
depends.
love
Yeah, it
it.
depends on the
Well,
occasion. I
there's
mean,
there's two
Oh,
different things.
let me pause. I don't mean to cut you real quick. Let me just pause out for 1 minute. Let me just soak this in real quick. Cause Shorty said she looked homeless with a pair of Jordans.
Respectfully, of course.
Yeah.
oh, it's some
Yo,
homeless people out there on the street with some Jordans on and a Gucci shirt,
like
with a
yo,
basket.
Okay.
you
Don't be
say you looking
listen.
homeless
There's some
like
of them out
that?
there
I mean, if that's all the homeless are, I
collecting
don't
money,
mind being homeless.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm like yo.
collecting money on the street, and they got on some brand new Jordans and yeah, yes it is.
And it'd be like the special editions. Like, where
And
you
maybe
find those?
maybe they are homeless. Maybe they spent all that money on that outfit.
I guess.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
guess. But see, this is the part of it where we're trying to figure out right now. Where is this something that we saw, let's say in the prior days? Because I remember coming up, even if I listened to the uncles, the aunts when they were dating and stuff like that, I don't remember. I remember a lot of people more. I don't know what you.
I'm yawning, bro.
Oh, okay. No, 'cause when I say back in the day, he looking like I don't know nothing about back in the day. It's like no,
The take gotta play way back in the days.
no. But I'm just saying, I don't remember it being this superficial
No,
where everything was all about money and it's
no.
all about you got to do this, you got to do that. I hear females now telling you, yo, in order for you to even get my time, my attention, you
Mhm.
got to pay my rent.
No,
Like, yo,
in our time, John,
let me tell you
We,
something.
we
In our
still
time,
our
we
time, man. Stop saying our time like it passed.
Ah,
no, But he's talking about way back when it
Not that way back.
it.
I mean, you could tell that they're old. He's old school Jamaican.
Man.
No, John been always been dodging that. But what I'm
Listen, my
saying,
birthday's on the way. I'm about to turn 30. Just leave me alone. I
yeah,
mean, what do you want me to do? I'm
back in those
Who's
days,
turning
it's
30?
what you say.
Respectfully, of course.
What's he say? Your voice sound old?
What you said,
Yeah, it's what you say.
right?
You get to a girl. It's not what you have.
No, not nowadays.
That's
But-
no.
Now,
That's
now,
what
Oh,
I
you saying
said
listen.
back in
back
the
in the
days?
I'm,
days.
I'm gonna tell you off a real life situation I had.
Uh,
Well, it wasn't me. It was a friend of mine. So we pull up to the club, and he's saying hi to this girl, and she said hi back, but her next word was, "What car you drive?" And
I've
she
seen
said
that.
to
That was a
him,
young person.
They do
she
that
said
for
to
real.
him, "I pulled
yeah.
up in a BMW. I got to see what you drive. You got to have something better than what I
That was
pulled
a
up
young
in."
person you were talking to.
Yeah.
That was a
That's
And
why
young
you know,
I don't want to deal
that
with
that
them.
that that blew my mind. I'm like, that's crazy.
that was a
Mhm.
young person you were talking to,
Yeah.
right?
No,
Yeah,
but
latest one
Yeah.
is
if a dude used that and said he's gonna be with her
It's some
pertaining to
guys
that,
out there like that. It's some
he's an
guys
idiot.
out
yeah,
there.
They're
It's some guys out
stupid.
there like that want
uh,
to know what kind of work do you do, and do you have your own place? What kind of car you drive? All this kind of. There's a lot of guys, some guys out there
Oh
like that
yeah,
too.
they
yeah,
ask you 21
definitely.
questions.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
because some of them
it's
dudes
a
is
lot.
what we
Like
call
a
foot
Because
job
I
draggers.
mean,
application. Yeah.
it's a lot of guys. I mean, I'm of a particular age,
Mm-hmm.
and
You 32?
and when I drive no, and when I drive them somewhere, when I drive them somewhere, I move some heads. You know what I'm saying? And when I drive with my car, and when I step out, so and
Uh-oh.
I know
but
that's right.
yeah, but I don't,
Okay.
I don't floss like that. And I don't have nobody. And when they walk up to me and try to say X, Y, Z, hey, look, I'm not looking. So if I was looking, you would know, but I'm not looking.
Uh
Mm.
oh.
But
Okay.
it's good to say hey to
Oh,
somebody and
somebody
all that
said,
kind of
yeah,
stuff.
you got
But
the attention.
it's
You
Yeah,
got
not.
the
you just
attention.
I think
you
it
should
just
very confident. Yeah, yeah.
it's always been. Well, ever since I've been younger. I mean, I've always worked.
Right.
I'm from a particular time where all
Mm.
we know is work.
Right.
Okay,
Hmm.
just like that song, work,
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 work, no
work,
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 matter
work,
what.
work.
work, work,
That's
Ah,
work.
all.
see,
Yeah,
see,
that's all.
see.
I don't know nothing but work. Work is my hustle.
Yeah.
And
Facts.
so when you do that, then you're able to afford certain things for yourself,
Facts.
and you like nice things. I've always been a person who like nice cars,
Facts.
and I worked for them, and I didn't ask anybody to give me any money for them either. You know what I mean? I worked for it myself, but this generation is just different than us. They got this internet now and all this. We didn't have that internet and stuff when
I think that's the number
we
one
didn't
thing
have
that's
the internet.
damaging
We
us.
had to actually talk to a person face to face.
Right.
Yeah.
Face to face. And now they don't even talk to you face to face. They
Yeah.
text you, texting all the
Yeah.
time. They don't want to talk on the phone.
Yeah.
Things that were just obsolete when we were growing up. I mean, we had to talk to the person on the phone. We had to talk to the person face to face. They're
Right.
not doing that kind of thing now.
You got
You
all
know.
But
that
see,
lyrics.
but
Man.
then that's why I'm asking now: is it something that was planted? Do you think that because when I look at it, right? For instance, now I see a trend where females, like I saw one with a female, she's walking the dog, right? Now, now I understand this. I understand the money movement. I understand the algorithms and all these different things that it's the setup game. We know sex sell on and on and on.
Yeah.
This young lady, she's walking the dog. She's dressed to the T, right? The dog is pulling her, which means her boobs is bouncing left and right all over the place, right? She don't have a bra on purpose. So now what's gonna happen?
I never see that.
Clickbait. These dudes now, you didn't see it? I'm gonna send it to you.
No, I
These
never
dudes,
saw.
watch Q. Right?
Nah, man.
So now these dudes is
Commercial
gonna
commercial
constantly
break.
you want to make sure it's the correct content. So now the ultimate thing is these dudes are constantly gonna keep clicking it, right? So she's walking the dog and she's bouncing and she's like, oh, it's like the dog is walking me, right? And I'm watching it and I'm sitting there and I'm like, yo, And it's some mindless situations right now. Like I'm looking at it and I'm saying to myself, like, it don't even make no sense why you're even doing this. But I
But how
understand the
many
start.
times did you watch it though?
I,
I was going
no, hold on,
there.
hold on.
I was
I'm gonna be
waiting on
honest
it.
with you. I'm gonna be dead honest with you. I watched it about 3 times, right?
Respectfully, of
Hold on.
course.
I'm gonna be real with you. I
Okay.
watched it 3 times, not to look at her on a sexual platform like what she wanted that. Now, I'm dead serious.
Whoop de doo.
No, but I looked at it. Nah, I'm dead at
Not
look.
what they do.
Ask the rest of them. I sent it to them in a group text and said, yo,
Oh yeah.
try and remember. I sent it to y'all. I said, see, this is what I'm talking about right here. Like, this don't even make no sense right now. Why she's even posting something like this? Shorty, this is not a regular walk. Like if she had the outfit that Jonice saying, the homeless house outfit, and she walking the dog, I would understand that because she fully clothed. She got a big old oversized sweat top on, and all right, the dog's pulling. I would get it. Yo, you dressed to the T, like you better to go to the club. You got high heels on, a slim skirt on with a spaghetti strap. Shorty, stop it.
Well, what
Well,
time of the day was it? Was she walking the dog? Walking the dog right before she was getting ready to go out. She might have walked the dog, but one last time before she's ready to go out. Because you know
yo,
when she come back
trust
in, I ain't
me.
taking that dog
It
outside.
don't matter if she was in the morning, noon, after. It don't matter. Shorty know what the deal was. She's doing it strictly so that she can get them numbers up, get that paycheck, and that's what everyone is doing it. But the problem with that, I don't mean to cut you.
Yeah.
The problem with that is it's a repeated offense, meaning that everyone now is carbon copied. That means the next female that see her do it and her numbers went to whatever, she gonna come and do the same thing. Then the next one come and do the same thing. It's we're creating all these iRobots at the end
So
of the
is it now a form of modern prostitution?
Whoa.
Is it a photo of what?
A form of
Whoa.
like modern prostitution, you know, like it's a different form of
I understand what you're saying.
Well,
yeah,
They're selling themselves short for the bag.
yeah.
No,
right.
understand this. Most of them have monetized pages, right? So you need to get a certain amount of clicks, and you need to get a certain amount of eyes on there to be able to keep getting your check monthly, because that's what a lot of people do.
But I
On
think
their
that's
podcasts and internet, whatever it is they got going on, social media
Yeah,
platforms.
yeah.
And
but
so
the
yeah,
different. I
because some of
understand.
those people have people that sponsor them, and
I understand what
get a
he's
certain
talking about.
amount. You know, I'm not saying it's in her case, but let me just say this: I know a lot of nice, really nice, available single females that every time they go out to a
Where
club or
they at?
wherever where there's some available guys, they said there's nothing out there,
Where they at?
and they cannot find
Where they
a
going?
nice person. They
Well,
cannot find a nice guy,
hold up.
or they'll find somebody and they'll go out for a couple months, and next thing you know, the person will be like, "Oh yeah, I ain't looking to get serious."
Where
You know
they
what I
at?
mean? And so that happens a lot. And these women are nice. I'm talking about they're not all overdone. They dress real respectfully.
See,
They have their own
see.
stuff, their own money, their own
All right. This
car, their
So
own place. But you
we
can't
gonna
find
talk.
anybody.
let me ask you a
Hold up.
We
question,
gonna
CC.
talk about that too. Because
Everybody, you got
Hold on.
4 or 5
Hold on.
men right here right now asking where they be at.
So you can't
Where
hook
they be
nobody up.
at.
So
CC.
I'm telling. Where are you guys located? What state? What state is
Miami.
that?
Miami.
Miami.
Yeah,
Miami.
Okay, so I'm in Maryland. That's Miami.
some of we good.
you
No,
in
I'm in
Maryland.
Maryland. I'm in Maryland.
I was just in Maryland. I didn't see.
You just
We
said you were
He
in
was
Maryland.
just
You
in
didn't see
Maryland.
anybody. Where were you?
we were.
Jonice know what's up here,
Are you in the
No.
DMV,
right,
CC?
Joe? Jonice know what's up in Maryland, don't you,
Hey,
Joe?
Yeah.
She in
Yes,
the
I do. And
DMV.
they didn't tell me
Oh.
until they got
well,
there. I was like, I could have showed y'all all the hot spots, but that's
Yeah,
cool.
Jonice
Well,
know what's up in
CC,
Maryland.
look,
well,
I'm a long
Jonice was in
distance
Maryland.
brother. It don't matter.
Sissy, you know what you just described
Hold,
though
hold up.
about the
I
females.
before you do that,
Mm.
CC, I'm a long distance brother, so make it happen. It doesn't matter to me. I'm letting you know off rip. I'm telling you right now.
Wow.
Okay, I got wheels on the whip. I got passports. I got ID. Anything to get
Oh,
to
but
it.
hold on. You said you about to turn 30, so I'm gonna have to cut you, bruh.
Oh, you gotta cut me
You
for.
can't rock with none of them
Respectfully,
if you
of
about to be
course.
30.
Hold on. Pause out. Say that again.
Jonice,
Oh
I
boy.
said you can't rock with none of them if you about to be
Hey,
30.
Oh,
what's
what you
up? What
saying? I
what's up,
can't rock with the
family? What's up,
Cougars? What,
But
Shane?
what
you
you
said
saying?
you not
Murray, what's
what
up?
Hold
Jonice,
on.
Jonice, how old is he 30?
No, he's not 30.
He's 32. He's
Because
32.
No,
all right. I'm
the
done
No,
with
people
you.
he's
I'm
not
talking about, they may
30.
have some
He's
shoes that's
32.
30.
that come with
All right, hold on.
multiplication.
So the females you talking about, they ain't around what age
I
range?
said they may have some shoes that's 30. Now, the
Whoa.
people I'm talking about, no, the people I'm talking
It
about,
don't matter to me.
they
Listen.
40, 50,
Oh, I'm good with
and
that. I'm good
and
with
40,
that.
50, and like six, maybe early,
Oh,
just 60. 40,
I'm
50,
good with that. I'm good with that.
60.
I'm good with that. Q ain't looking. He
So,
ain't looking
so,
to the
so
future. That's future
I
plan
guess the
right there.
next
I'm
show
good.
But
should be a
Speed dating.
matchmaking type show.
That's
Then,
what I'm
huh?
Yeah,
trying
Oh,
to tell
that's
speed
you.
dating.
hilarious.
Hey,
but
CC, make it happen,
Sissy,
please. We gonna exchange. You know what they do on the
we
shows? They say we'll exchange numbers after the show.
we're
yeah,
gonna have to
but
get a couple of eligible bachelors, you know.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. They can't tell you nothing like that because just like how you're explaining that,
what's up,
there's
Murray?
good eligible men that are out here that are looking for that
But
same
but
situation.
also I think the problem is because the internet, a lot of people are on the internet. Internet clouds the minds of men now to think that they cannot approach
No,
these women.
Now,
Because
no.
you know what? I'm
I
gonna
think
agree with you on that
Listen,
because
yeah,
a lot of, and a couple of them say that people don't approach them. They go
yeah.
somewhere and they don't approach them.
it, it
Because
I
I
I
think man
disagree
is
with
afraid
that.
of
I disagree with that.
yeah.
I disagree what
Nah,
she said. I wanted to say something earlier about what she said. Most of those females, as you see on a lot of podcasts, some podcasts, and even the girls that you say they are well established,
Mm,
Yeah.
maybe the dude that they're competitive with,
mm,
maybe is as they say, maybe is that dude who is going to the regular 95,
mm,
the dude
Block.
in the gas station,
mm,
the dude that walk in the supermarket, just shopping out everything, but it does not look normal to them.
mm.
And that's why most of it, no, they're talking about females with six figure, saying the dating pool is very crazy because they're
but
looking for a six figure, but the
Mm.
brother
but
who
again,
really cares is not the six
It's
figure
not the one they
that they're
looking at.
seeing,
Yeah,
they're looking at.
yeah.
You pass them on the street every day,
So
but
tell them to look
yeah.
at me.
but I think the internet casts that judgment though. Like
Yeah,
men are not approaching enough to find out actually what these women are about if they're that type of person. So we
Well,
just form a judgment
maybe in
basically of what we
Atlanta.
see.
I think a lot of people. I mean,
We're not
everybody
going
doesn't
to
have to have
Atlanta.
six. Everybody doesn't have to have six figures.
Hold on, my bad. Nah, you always coming in like Batman.
Shout out,
Yo,
Is
shout out to
is he
we got
Florida.
another
CIA or
guest to the
something?
show. My man Diane's in the building. Yo, I just hear a voice. Like, I'm
Yes,
Batman.
sir.
Come
Yeah,
on.
though.
He
I
must
just
be working with the feds or CIA.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, he just be
listen.
creeping out the dark. Yo, what's
That
good?
be I just left a shoot, so I'm on the way back to the house. So
All right, what's good? Chime in, homie. Chime in.
listen, the loudest ones are the ones who don't have anything. The
Right.
prettiest ones never get approached because
Mm,
they're so pretty.
mm,
But the loudest ones are the ones that really don't have anything. So if you sit up there and listen to them, they just a lot of, I call them chihuahuas. They bark a whole lot, but they
mm,
really don't have nothing to offer.
mm.
Some of them are pretty. A lot of them are pretty. But the conversations I hear, just like I just left one, and you'd be like, I just shake my head, be like,
Yeah.
That's the problem.
so and a lot of the younger girls and the young dudes
I'm describing like
accept that
young
situation.
Younger.
girl.
Yeah, I'm saying younger because I'm talking. A lot of my clients be like 22, 23.
Yeah.
I just shake my
Man,
head and be like, "Yee."
It's
And the,
earplug season.
but the young dudes, the YNs, they accept it. They think it's all
Mm,
right.
mm.
So
that's
it's
because
their fault. It's their fault that they're allowing this to go because they like,
you
all
know
right,
why, man.
this is what I have to do.
Listen, man. These YNs don't even know how to talk to women, bro.
Yeah.
They
Like,
got the 50 Cent theory.
That part.
just think about it.
Yeah.
There's no dance floor. There's just
On the
tables, couches. You don't
hookah.
see people really in hookah, right? You really don't see people interacting
Communicate. Yeah.
and
They're on their phone.
communicating. They're on their phones or videotaping somebody else. These young kids don't know how to talk to women,
Yeah.
right? And they don't understand that women want conversation,
Mm.
right? They want communication.
Some
They
of
don't
them,
want that.
I
Hey,
was
hey,
about
hey,
to
hey,
say.
hey, hey, girl. Hey,
Some
hey,
of
hey,
them,
girl.
yeah.
Well, some of them, but
So
You
um,
see, now the reason they on their phones is because they doing their Columbo investigation on the chicks that they just saw in the club. Instead of them going to the chicks,
and asking them.
and talking to them, they looking at them on
exactly,
Instagram, seeing
Yeah.
what can I
exactly.
get.
Yeah. What's your
Mm.
Instagram?
Yo, you know
That's
how
the first thing they do.
They
What's your
don't ask for a
Instagram?
number no more. They just
yeah,
ask
What's
for
your Instagram?
Instagram.
what's your
Yeah.
Instagram? And instead of talking to them, they're gonna look at the Instagram, and the person is like 6 feet away from them, and they're looking at their Instagram,
And
going
texting.
through it,
Nah, they
texting them.
looking at the
Listen, man,
pictures.
Yeah.
you know my goddaughter did something that I didn't even know. She signed me up for this dating app,
Mm.
right? And the responses, you get responses and stuff like that, but the majority of the responses are in text, right?
Mm.
And not a lot of them end up going to any type of fruition at all towards anything because it's straight text. I don't
Mm.
know what I'm supposed to text you forever, like going back and forth. And if you don't respond to the text every like promptly, it's every other day or something like
You're not interested.
You threw the phone against the wall.
man.
Yeah. You gotta be keep. You gotta be toe to toe with them with
So
the
now,
text.
hold up. CC, you was asking my age. I'm gonna tell you something. Why? I'm gonna tell you the
Uh
age.
oh.
I'm gonna tell you, yo, the other days it's the same thing. I was just at a function, right? And somebody said, I said, yo, let me get your number. Keep in contact with you later on. They said, what's your Instagram? Like you said.
Yeah.
I'm like, Instagram. They like, yeah, what's your Instagram? I'm like, what you need that for? They're like,
I don't have
you,
Instagram. I don't
no,
have.
but it,
I don't
that's
have
how
any
you
of that.
know we're in a different movement, right?
Right.
Yeah, what's the Instagram? I said, what you need that for? They said to get in contact with you. I said, about to get your number. They said, no, you can give me the Instagram. I'm like, yeah, but that's way too, like, why would I want to sign on to Instagram when I could just call you direct? Like, that don't
Yeah.
even make no sense. But they like, but that's how I gotta get, yo, we're going back and forth.
And you don't remember your Instagram.
Nah, I didn't. Be honest with you.
CC is that old. He didn't remember his Instagram page.
Because I don't go to it. Now I'm trying to tell the person, like, look, I don't even go to that. So if you're gonna send me a message, it's not even gonna go nowhere. It don't even make no sense. Just give me the number. They're like, they argue with me now about this whole thing. I'm about to just tell yo, forget about it. Just leave me alone. All right. Because this just don't make no sense. That's why I'm trying to tell you right now. All right, for instance, now going into the second portion of the segment, we was talking about. I'm gonna switch it up. So I'm gonna take what was gonna be the third. I'm gonna put it second. Now, someone posted something and said that, and there was a financial advisor that chimed in on this particular one here, and he explained a female post something saying that if any guy,
Yeah.
okay, any guy that has a car past 6 years,
5 years.
5 or 6 years, then basically you're not financially where you need to be, and you're basically brokey and all this other stuff. And you got guys now that are trying to fulfill certain things to keep up with this type of Jones mentality. And you're saying to yourself, yo, these are the same reason why in our community we keep going backwards. These are causing all the scammers. The other day I pulled up to the gas station. Yo, I saw this young dude. Dude got to be no more than 18. Jumped out of Mercedes, right?
Mm.
And I'm looking at him. I'm like, yo, you could tell this dude ain't work a day in his life. Ain't got no callus on his hands. Ain't you could just tell the way how he's like dragging his feet. This dude is not a worker. This dude is out here doing his little thing, scamming or whatever, and it creates more of these individuals and these things that go on. That's why I perpetuate the situation where we're going to see a rotation of these younger kids going in and out of the penal system, and on top of it, with all these Project 2025 and all these different things coming into play. Now, these are why we're asking the number one question: are these things a setup in the long run that we are not seeing? Are we not seeing the matrix right in front of us because we're all jumping after this bag? And I understand where Hamilton was coming from when and because I guess everyone heard the word prostitution. I don't even know if I can say that. I'm old school. Um, Voom voom or whatever you say
Boom.
now, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So the thing with it is him saying, are they selling themselves short or selling themselves virally?
No.
You
Well,
understand?
look, I think that
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that a lot of the stuff that's going on now, that with the
Yeah.
younger people, I'm gonna tell you that some of the parents play a part in that too, because
Mm,
Say it again.
when we were so I'm from the baby boomer era, and all we do is work, and
mm.
we made it so that our kids, we wanted them to have better than we did when we grew up,
Exactly.
and so now we have they we give them everything. We helped create these monsters.
That's
We
facts.
Yeah.
gave them everything. We
That's
give
There
them
you
this,
facts.
we
go.
give them this, so that they don't have to work as hard. When I was younger and I got a car, my first car, I had to pay for it myself. You know what I mean?
See,
But
see.
now, when our kids are young, they didn't even graduated high school yet. They 16. As soon as they can get their license, we go on and get them a car. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We getting it. They not working for it. We getting the car.
Yeah.
Okay, so we getting the car. We paying the insurance. We everything. Their lifestyle starts from
Yeah.
home, and if we're the ones we're the ones that's doing it
Supplying
and
them. Yeah.
supplying and paying for it all, then guess what? They're gonna be looking for somebody that's gonna and essentially take our place when they trying to talk to somebody or go out with somebody. They want to know, they want to be taken care of like they were at home. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? So we started it, and now they gonna elevate it. They gonna take it to a whole nother level. That's why and unfortunately, you hear in the news and things like that now that you have people that are
Kids.
scared of their own kids,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
if they tell them no, the kids go berserk. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Um,
Recently, it happened in Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
A young man unalive his what? His mother,
Mm-hmm.
and
I
his
saw
brother
it.
unalive him.
There was another one.
It's
Father and
16.
mother, ex-football player too. His kid,
because of an
son.
you can't get what you ask for.
There
that's
was
what I'm
a
saying, and they go
Unalive
there was
berserk.
a
his mom.
16-year-old girl too. On the life of
My
mom.
daughter,
Yeah.
retired from the military, and recently is someone that used to be one of her mentors when she was in the military, and he was much older than her and everything, and but his nephew ended up killing him because
Oh,
his um his sister lived in Alabama, and he was uncontrollable. She couldn't handle him, and so the brother say, well, send him to us, and we'll give him a good life, and and this and that and this. So they
Mm,
did that. Sent him there. They were breaking down the rules of the house and this and that and all the stuff. And
yeah.
this guy's 15. He
mm.
killed the uncle, the wife,
Whoa,
and the grandmother.
whoa,
Okay, and this is recently. This happened within the last 2 months or so,
whoa.
and
Yeah. It's
because of you trying to give somebody the rules and stuff, and you can't do this, you can't do that, so I'm not gonna put everything on us, but I'm just saying
creative.
we are trying to make it. We're trying to make it so they don't have to work as hard, but they look at it as something we gotta do. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? We don't have to. We doing this because
Yeah.
we know how it is out there, and what you have to do to achieve that, and how hard you got to work to do that. So we're helping. We call ourselves helping you, but in other words, we're hindering you at the same time.
Yeah.
You
That's
There's a
know?
fact.
big there's a big hindrance going on, especially I see it for young ladies in high school, right? where young ladies are spending more for their prom and homecoming. They're spending what people used to pay for weddings
Parents. That's what she
for
was.
homecoming.
Yeah, and that's the parents doing that. Yeah.
Parents, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. And that's the
And
parents doing that.
so it's something like when John, I mean, yeah, what John was saying, right?
Don't let my
Right.
age throw you off now. All right?
In reference to, are we repeating? We are repeating a cycle because it's repeated, but just in a different level.
Mm.
Because back in the day, people used to think and say, well, man, I spent too much on clothes, car, this and that. Oh, I didn't need that Benz. I didn't need that BMW. I didn't need that Lexus. I didn't need all those things, right? Instead of getting the things that would increase your wealth,
Yep.
you're getting things that
That's
are
right.
decreasing your wealth, right?
That's
But
right. That's
now
right.
it's just gone up. I see these YNs, and I hate even using that
Mm.
term, driving the Lamborghini trucks,
Mhm.
Yep.
right? Or
Yep.
fighting to get a Rolls Royce,
Maybach.
For prom,
a
yeah.
Maybach, and
Not even just for
realistically,
prom, just in
just to
general
have,
now. Yeah.
just in general,
Yep.
like drive through Miami Gardens in the afternoon and see who's riding through in those cars. They're young kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're young
Yep.
kids, right?
Yep.
And it's something that needs to, change. But once again, a lot of the stuff that goes on is led by how women flow and what they do. Because the YNs are trying to get what? Women. Listen, if you listen to 9 out of 10 songs that are on the radio right now from rappers, right?
And I don't understand none of them.
It's all emo rap.
I don't understand none of them.
All
What are they trying to
emo rap.
get? Meow.
NBA Youngboy, Rod Wave, Big X the Plug. Like, you have a Young Thug album, and you have a YFN Lucci album that just came out, for example. It's all emotional talk,
Mm.
right? And you're
Rod Wave
trying.
be on some depressing stuff for me,
He's
but I can't.
he's extremely depressed,
Oh,
bro.
yeah, emo kid.
Like, no, he is. Listen, man.
Young emo.
If you look at his concerts, right, and you could see grown men, young men sitting there screaming, crying,
Whoa.
singing their hearts out to this dude's song, right? Like, that's because there's a lot of things that people are going through that haven't really been taken care of, right? And a lot of insecurities are being dealt with possessions.
Mm-hmm.
And understand,
Exactly.
the possessions don't mean anything because a lot of wealthy people that I know, right?
Yep.
Don't flaunt their wealth. You wouldn't really know that they were really wealthy
Yep.
at all.
Yep.
At all. Bill Gates drives
Yeah,
a
CC talking. She
Toyota
wealthy.
Prius.
No, I know some wealthy
that,
people, and
that
they
yak
know they
sound
wealthy
wealthy.
You know what I'm
because one
saying?
of them I
Hey,
had to tell,
CC,
please throw those tennis shoes in the trash because
Yo, CC,
he had
CC
some
got
New
that
Balance
heavy.
tennis shoes
CC
that
got that heavy. Yup.
he wore those
Yup.
things. I mean, they were crooked over to the side, and I was like, come on, you need to retire those shoes for real. And
CC,
Nah,
he's very wealthy.
very wealthy.
nah,
Yeah.
that's
All you have to
actually a
do is
fact because I worked in the Bahamas in a private island, and the dude who owned the island, you couldn't tell it was his. He didn't even pull up on the yacht. He drove a
That's what I'm
regular ass
saying.
fishing boat,
And they
some
don't wear no
ruggy
whole
ass
lot of
shoes.
jewelry. They don't be dripping in
Yep,
jewelry and all
nothing.
that kind of stuff.
And
No, they may have a watch on,
yeah,
or something like that. Watch on, a wedding ring if they married, and they may not even have that on. They may just have a watch.
Yeah.
I'll ask y'all to do one thing, right? Next time you see the Miami Heat game, look at the floor seats, right? And look toward the side where you always see Flo Rida sitting, right? Where Flo Rida, Khaled, and stuff. Look at the people sitting next to them and look and see what they're wearing.
Mm.
And look and see how they're not
Dripped out.
dripped out,
Losty.
right?
Yeah.
But they still can pay that 10 to 20,000 per seat for what
Yeah.
Easy.
they're doing, right?
Easy.
No problem.
Yeah.
So there's an insecurity that's built in us,
Mhm.
right?
so
You
so
want to
now
show
I guess it's safe to say that men have to take the blame for somewhat creating these type of women that's out there because you flaunt all this money, they're gonna want
No,
it.
no,
No.
no.
No,
I don't say men have to take the blame for that.
no, I'm not saying
Mm-mm.
all the blame, but like some of the blame of what's going on because you
I
have
mean,
men
definitely some blame for
who
sure. Especially you
men
looking at all these women that have long weaves, big
Men are
butts, big
hunters.
titties. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Men are
So
listen,
what do
hunters.
you think? But you say you want natural, but this is all you looking at. You drooling
No.
but
on social media.
more than half of these cats got on fake watches and fake jewelry.
yeah
One of the biggest rappers, right? I used to be around all the time. And this dude in the violator office says one day, somebody asked him, man, how much did that watch cost? He was like, I just went down to Canal Street and just got everything you see on me.
Mm-hmm.
And
And if
a
anybody
lot
know
of us,
Canal Street, they know what he means.
a lot of us were like, what? He's like, listen, I have money. What's the point of me going and spending money to make other people feel and think a certain way about me? Like, no,
Ocho
I'm gonna save my
cinco.
money.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, that's exactly who it was, right?
Yeah.
Their whole crew, right?
Fifth.
Their whole
Ocho
crew,
cinco.
Oh yeah.
all of them
Who?
for a minute, 50.
50.
No. Cinco.
The
No, he
footballer.
said
Oh,
way back, and he said violators. That'd have been 50.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Ocho Cinco say that,
He said that
Yeah.
after.
but
That was way
but
after. But
he's lying.
Ocho, you think he's lying?
He's lying.
Let's see.
If you look at not all his stuff, but most of his stuff, like he still drive that little Prius,
Mm.
but he got that big Rolls Royce as well.
Yeah.
He
Well,
got the
Right.
money.
you're gonna have something nice.
Yeah, he got the
But
money.
for the watches and the chains, he says,
Okay.
everybody has the time.
Mm.
You can get the time from everybody, and you're gonna buy a watch for so much money.
Mm.
And
But
your
it,
phone, as you got a phone, and it has the time. What he's actually saying? Why spend so much money on a watch?
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
well, also, what
Mm.
it's not why so. If you're gonna spend that much money on a watch or a car or jewelry, you better have something else that is an asset that is building money
Mm-hmm.
because those things, many of them depreciate,
Appreciate it.
especially when you get those watches and then you
Custom.
put a bunch of diamonds on them. Man, you just killed the price of that thing.
Mm.
There's no resale value for it.
Yep.
Like so, you know,
It
man.
don't make no sense.
Well,
But
I would say that as far as the wealth thing, um, when I was younger, I don't know about when I was younger, when I grew up, my family didn't teach me about money. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
How to invest money, save money, this and that and this. You know what I'm saying? You just knew
Mm-hmm.
you worked and you just went and bought what it is you wanted.
Right.
You wasn't thinking about, oh, I need to be saving a lot of money, or I know I need to invest in the market, or I need to do this. You didn't know anything about doing that back then. So as you got older and you got wiser, and then you know how to maintain your money and how to save and how to do things like that. But it wasn't taught to you, as opposed to, okay, like for instance, my boss teaches his kids at a young age about money and how to do the stock market and how to get Bitcoin and how to do this and that. You know what I'm saying?
What's
And
his nationality?
these are young. He's Caucasian.
What kind of
We
Caucasian?
know what it is.
He's regular Caucasian.
Regular
Caucasian.
Caucasian?
He's Caucasian.
From the mountain Caucasian?
He's actually from. Well,
from the mountain of
he's
Caucasus.
actually part Polish,
Uh,
but
Okay.
he
okay.
teach. But what I'm just saying, the difference
Yeah.
between when I was younger,
Right.
and nobody taught me how to maintain money and save money. You got
Yeah.
to do this, you got to do that. You know what I'm saying? But I see the stuff that he does for his kids, and when they're younger, he's teaching them money responsibility. You know what I'm saying?
And see, this is the same thing we're talking about again, where it comes with social media and everything else, where it doesn't sound so highfalutin when we say, is this a planted situation to spread everything further? Meaning that, like you stated, we know, and we know what AP is getting to with what he's stating is that culturally,
Mm.
our counterparts are doing the total opposite.
Mm-hmm.
The total opposite. While for us, we are the number one consumers. It has always been that way. I think it
Yeah.
will forever be that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, for instance, particular, just like this platform, every single time we put out vital information like this, right? I get a text or something that come around, right? Like even when we talk about political things, and we're not going political as far as to say, um, blue, red, this, that. We're just giving you facts on certain things and
Yeah.
breaking it down and telling you don't get caught in the matrix. Educate yourself on this, understand what's in front of you. I
Mm-hmm.
get text messages and emails and a bunch of stuff. Yo, dog, yo, chill with that. Can we get back to like the girl walking the dog? you know?
Yeah.
And you sitting there like, yo, what?
Mm.
What are you talking about? Like I'm giving you stuff that's gonna change your life for tomorrow.
Yep.
They don't want that. They
But
want
a lot of them not looking for tomorrow.
well,
They
and,
living
and
for the day. You
and
know what
then
I'm
now
saying?
that's why I'm asking, is that by design at this point? Because when we were coming up, like you said, we had other things that geared us towards, at least towards something. Television, regardless of, we didn't have that many channels and this and that, but you
Yep.
had these particular ones. You had the
Yep.
different world, you had Cosby, you had
Right.
a few of them that was gearing us towards something. then
Yep.
Yeah.
then we had the music that was teaching us about Afrocentricity. Then you
Yep.
had a bunch of different things. It wasn't the N-word all day, it
Nope.
wasn't this,
Oh
it wasn't
no.
that, it wasn't about females walking dogs and like different things like that. So we was on a path. And I
Yep.
think at a certain point, somebody that's sitting up in them big offices was like, yo,
But
hold up. They about to get to the motherland. Nah, 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 nah.
Now they even did the motherland. Listen, even in the
I know,
motherland,
yeah, we seen that
a
now.
16 billion. You know what the $16 billion industry is in Africa, in the whole continent?
Mm.
Weave.
Yep. Yep.
Six,
Oh, weave is
16,
big though.
$16
Yep.
billion dollars that is spent on weave, right?
Yep. Yep.
And I think we talked about this before. Like, I've been in corporate offices like about 15, 20 years ago. And as they're addressing the different demographics and stuff, and they kept using this word DI, DI, DI. Well, the DI will be able to bring us through the quarter to bring our numbers up and everything like that. But and finally, I was asking. I asked the other gentleman. I was like, what is he talking about with
refers to
DIs?
DI, yeah.
He said DIs are disposable income.
Mm.
We know that this certain demographic is going to dispose of their income and not save it, not invest it, but they're going to spend it. And most of them
Okay.
spend about 70 to 80% of their income on that Friday, between that Friday to Sunday. So that makes them have to go back on Monday and do that work,
And work
All
and
hard.
over
doesn't
again.
give them the ability to save, to invest, or anything else. So they're like kind of in that hamster wheel, keep going and going and going. So when you ask the question of, is it something that has been set up that way? Yes,
Mhm.
because they put us in these forms and in these places and wanting these things that you have no other choice. Well, some have no other choice. Well, I got to say that you do have a choice,
Mhm.
Yeah.
but they make it seem like you don't have a choice to be able to go and do other things. You don't need to spend. And we just saw it last week with what happened with Jimmy Kimmel,
Yeah.
right? Now, off of 3 days of being gone and people going and dropping their subscriptions and so on and so forth, those people straightened up real quick,
Mm.
Yeah.
real quick. So we need to understand that our dollars and our culture really leads and sets standards, for really what's going on, and we just need to get out of being used and start using the system for the betterment of us.
Facts.
Mhm.
Facts.
I think it's a respect thing too nowadays. A lot of people, the respect, a lot of respect is out the window. I'm talking about for each other, yourself, elderly people.
Yeah.
Mm,
Respect is gone. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
I see a lot of people that I be like, oh my god, I know she didn't say that, or or no, he didn't say that. What? And a lot of things don't shock me, but some stuff still shock me, and I would be like, that is so disrespectful.
yeah.
And they just don't care. Not right about
Mhm.
now. I mean, it's
Mm,
like for me, they want to get, they want to get for themselves. I'm trying to get mine. I'm trying to get my bag. I don't
Yeah.
care
yeah.
nothing about that. I'm trying to get so and so and so. And
Yeah.
just it's not the same. We're not living in the same times at
So
all. We're not
so
really
I
living in the
think
same times.
I think a lot of people don't have respect because they don't have to do things the traditional way anymore. Like
Mm,
you don't have to depend on, you know, having to have a skill to make money or
That's right. A hard working job. Go out here
yeah,
and no, I can go get a podcast, and next thing you know, I'm a millionaire.
Mhm.
right.
yeah.
So they don't
That's
they
it.
don't have to have that respect anymore.
Nope.
And it might sound, harsh or whatever, but sometimes I feel like the world should kind of like go backwards.
It is.
Me. Yep. Yep.
It definitely is. It's rotating backwards. I see it every day. Trust me. And again, the thing with it, again, unfortunately, it saddens you because there's so many things that's about to happen to our community. I mean, all right, take for instance now, and I'm not even bringing this individual's name up, but you know who that certain things just happened to the other day, and to see all these different things going on,
Yeah.
and then to see now, I watched something the other day somewhere in Alabama. They put up a billboard of two black clowns, and they said it's time to get these clowns out of here. Right?
Hmm.
That's one. The next one was a room full of young Caucasian kids. One of their birthdays, they had a birthday cake with George Floyd's face on it,
Mm,
and they're all chanting, "We can't breathe." Now, I'm seeing people lose their job for just repeating what
yeah.
this individual said. Just repeating, not
Just
not
repeat.
off course or saying nothing radical, crazy. Just repeating. But yet still, you can have these individuals in the room screaming out something of another individual that lost his life, not spewing any hate or anything of that nature, but nothing happens,
Yeah.
right? You have the young men that got hung. We don't see none of our celebrity people,
Two,
none of our
two,
people
two young men. Two
coming.
men.
Yeah, that's what I just said, young men, not coming out and blasting and saying anything and saying, yo, where are we at in this country in this day and time right now?
I got. Listen, they are saying something, but they have been suppressed on social media,
Yep. They're not
and
putting it out
they
there.
can't,
Cancel culture.
and they can't get on media because media, like television and stuff like that, are
You're gonna get
afraid
canceled for putting you on.
of what's going on.
Yep.
So a lot of the people are, well, not a lot, but some are actually fighting back, saying this and that, but they've been throttled so low.
Mm,
Like it's, man, when I post positive things, reinforcement of realistic things that this young man said, it's not really going through. It's
Hmm.
not. You'll
Yep.
get two or three, and then, like I said last week, I'll put up some stupid little jokey joke, something, and I'll see it throttle up.
Mm.
So a lot of the stuff has been suppressed because they don't want it to.
yeah.
That's
Right.
why I would tell people, if you really want to be able to get on social media that is for us, try out fan base. Try out the places where our voices are heard and are respected.
Mm,
All
Or
right.
how about just cut it all together?
Hey.
You understand? Just like how you said with Jimmy Kimmel, they had to switch, right? So now, if
yeah.
you want to change in the situation, how about All of us,
Mm.
we just decide we just not messing with you no more. Period. We don't have we still got numbers.
But that's
We
like
still got phone numbers.
that,
That's it. That's all I need out here. I don't need
and
to.
that's a different community.
Yeah, but the problem is they know us. They know the MO. That's why they continually keep doing what they do. They know that for us, give them time. They'll be back.
Yeah,
Because
that's why I said it's another community who goes out stand up for Jimmy.
But
You see what I'm saying? And it was
understandable.
fixed so quick.
But you still gotta understand is
Yeah,
they create that because they own and control
yeah,
that market. They
yeah,
control what we see here and everything else.
yeah.
So at the
Yeah.
end of the day, at this point now, it's fine. You can have it. We don't need yours.
John,
We
John,
good.
John, 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 John. Listen, man.
I don't know. I'm old
Listen.
school, man.
It's called the World Wide Web, right?
Yep.
Okay. Have you ever walked through a web?
I walk through it.
Okay.
Hmm.
What happens when you walk through a web?
It's everywhere.
Cobweb all on you.
It's all on you, right? And you're
Yep.
stuck
You
in
go
the web,
stuck.
Stuck in
That's
it.
yep.
right?
Yeah.
So one, understand that words have meanings and they actually are what they are. So there's a web that has clustered the young. You have young kids that are younger than all of us in here that know how to work
Yeah.
electronics better than all of us here.
Yeah, we
My
got one. We got
my
one in the
grandson.
studio
My
right now.
grandson
Right?
is 9. He
Like
know how to
like
do
Hey,
it
hey,
all.
hey! I
like
beg to
like
differ.
Yeah.
like for real.
Oh,
So
Naya
there,
said
there,
he.
there's a
Yeah.
thing that we have to understand too, that there are people that are actually, I'd hate to say it, but addicted to these machines,
They
Yeah.
these
are.
tools,
They are.
right? Where you are hard pressed to find somebody in a group of 100 people that don't have their phone in their hand.
Yep. Yep.
It's hard. You go to a concert where you pay right now upwards of $300 to $500 for your seats, right?
And
But
Yep.
your
it's so
phone is in front of you watching the concert. So people are watching the concert through their phone while they're recording so they could see it later instead of living in the time and enjoying that
Yep.
period thing that's going on. That's
yeah.
But
just
it's
the
crazy. How many people actually watch that footage after they leave the concert?
None.
many of them don't at all. They just have it
I
just in
probably
case.
posted it on their social media.
There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
or to see one of their friends and say, "Hey,
I was
look,
there.
I was there." So
Yep.
this
yeah.
FOMO, fear of missing out, kind of thing, is crazy right now. But I mean, even in a Beyonce concert, people pay thousands of dollars, and you with your phone up. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing? Like, it don't make no sense at all.
Yeah.
But I have a question for the ladies on the panel.
The web.
Um, are both of you single?
No,
No,
I'm not.
you're not. CC.
You still gonna hook me up though.
I can do that. I can do that.
Jonice.
she
Joe.
she went.
She missing
Oh,
now,
my
huh?
bad.
She might not be single.
Yes, I'm single.
Okay. So, as a single woman, what do you think is the most defining situation when it comes to dating in this date and time?
Uh, I would say consistency
Consistency of what?
of behavior.
Behavior. So
Hmm.
that's what type of behavior? Like communication. Um,
Communication, action. If you say you're going to do something, do it. Um,
so you're talking about being a man.
no, I'm
Mm.
not saying I'm not saying that because anybody that I talk to is it's definitely a man. So I'm not implying that. I just think dating just a lot of different, I don't know, a lot of different things pulling people's like focus, like this going on social media. Life is lifing. So I
Well, like
just feel
no
like
games, basically. Because if you date, okay, if you're going over someone, you're single, you're going out to just be dating, then say that. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna be dating. But at a certain point and at a certain level, a certain point in your life, you're gonna want to be serious about somebody. And if
Mm,
you meet somebody and your intentions are to be serious about somebody, then do that. Because
What
I,
is
I
dating?
again, I have some single friends, and they tell me that. They going out with somebody. They go out with somebody for a couple of months. Next thing you know, the person say, "Oh, I don't want to be serious. I don't want nothing serious." And it's like, what? I thought everything was going fine. Okay. And then right off the bat, just like that, the person say, "Oh, I ain't trying to get into no relationship. I ain't trying to be
mm,
serious."
mm.
So
And
what
it's
you say
like,
you should say that
what's
from
that
the
from?
start. You
What's that
should say
about?
that say that from the start.
That's what I'm saying. What's that about? Because, and
Mm.
then that's when they say that you can't find nobody out here this serious. I mean, people is playing too many games, and then and again, you're in a certain age range, and you got people just acting like they in their 20s. You know what I
Right.
mean? This
Yeah.
playing games with people, and it's
And you
emotional
say
roller coaster.
like be honest, like be honest with me, communicate, but you always think the other person's not being honest. Like because you're used to something, like you're used to like to saying some guys lying or cheating or anything like that. When you do meet a nice guy, you don't know if it's for real.
Mm.
Like pinch me, am I dreaming?
But
And
then
So it's
hold
yeah,
up,
still
that
like,
hold up.
that is
But then,
messed
then
up.
you got on the flip side now.
Yeah,
You
that
got
is
the nice guy now
that
that
is
is
messed up.
is there and he's doing everything,
And
and
she can't
now
figure him out.
she now I guess been so damaged or whatever that she really want
Yeah.
to revert back to the thuggish ruggish and the dudes that's treating her like shit. So
Yep.
so
It's always that way. Yeah,
what
for
do we
real.
do? What do we do?
Yeah.
Because it's always that where they telling you the nice guy finished last. When you
Uh-uh.
asking why,
give me a good guy. Where he at? Give me
But
a good guy.
but
Okay, listen.
I had looked. I used to hear that from my daughter.
he too nice.
She used to go out and date. She used to date. She used to date. He's so nice. He's just so nice. Girl, what is wrong with you? He's so nice. He's just so nice. I mean, he's just boring. He's Magoo. You know what I'm saying? He's just
See,
Magoo.
that's what I heard from females.
And I said, okay, so then now you gotta have some thuggish burgers bone. You gotta have somebody with the Tims, with the
no,
pants,
no, not the
or
Timbs.
with the pants. I'm
Not
saying with the
not
baggy
you
pants
Hey,
gotta
wait a
down,
minute
use
now,
or
Cece.
baggy
Now wait a
pants
minute. You're
down
getting
just to
too
have. I'm
personal
just
now,
saying.
Cece.
Well, I wear Tims. I wear Tims. Let me take that back.
not the
Okay,
Timbs.
you know what I'm saying. You just gotta
Nah, no,
have
I got
you just
you. I
gotta have
got you.
the rough exterior person,
Yeah,
because the
yeah.
other person you're like, oh, he's just so nice. He's too nice. Okay,
But what I'm gonna want to say also, how far do you go to tell a person this is not a relationship? You don't want a relationship. How far?
I mean, how far?
Huh?
How
How
far?
far? Meaning seeing
from
that
the beginning,
person. Huh?
from the beginning.
Yeah, I think yeah. All
I
right,
think from the
Okay.
beginning.
so I'm gonna tell you myself, right? I was I guess you would label it dating someone, right? And from the jump, I keep everybody know me. I keep it real, right?
Yeah. Some
I
people.
tell people, look, right now I'm just trying to figure
Sometimes it does.
who you are. So I'm not coming with no labels. I'm not trying to. As we go along, I'm gonna see, where everything falls. If I start seeing the red flags, yeah, I'm good. Because I'm not wasting no time in life.
But what about the guy who's does not see the red
Well,
flag
that's his problem. I ain't
until
that guy.
but are the one who yeah, true.
That's his
That's what you're
problem.
explaining.
Cause
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
But
I keep it real. But the problem with it now, when you keep it real,
all flags
you
are
get
green.
labeled. You get labeled that asshole or something
Yeah.
else. You know what I mean? And then
Well,
they telling you that, oh, well, you never. Nah, I did say
And some
you
people
didn't want to listen. I told you, I am not getting into no relationship just off rip. Like right now, I gotta go out with you a couple of times. I gotta go to them family barbecues and see that weirdo uncle that's sitting in the corner, all that stuff. Cause yeah, if you got the weirdo aunt and the weirdo uncles and all this other crazy stuff, yeah, nah, I ain't joining that party.
But
I'm
let me ask
good.
you a question now.
mm,
So you knew this person wanted a relationship, right? But you
Nah, I didn't.
still
Oh, back. What do you mean
continued.
wanted? What do you mean wanted a relationship?
She getting
Well,
personal,
not
Lord.
you.
Oh,
just saying
Not
in
I
general.
didn't say you, boo.
oh,
Listen,
oh.
I'm saying I'm
hey,
saying
Johnny, you listen to John. John's a crazy.
Go
I'm
ahead.
saying
You
you
say
knew
a
she wanted a
person,
relationship,
right?
right? And
Yeah.
you still continue to speak with her.
Are you
Yeah.
asking me or are you saying
No, you're
hypothetically?
just saying in general. If
Oh,
you
Right.
if you meet someone and
and that
and the
person.
person is looking for something serious, and then do you continue talking to the person,
Oh yeah. All right.
from
So all
the
right.
jump,
Again,
or you just say,
no,
well, that's
Well,
not my bag. I'm not looking for that.
no, no. So
well, it's up
here's.
to
That's in the
Well,
that.
I'm
beginning.
speaking on me and how I
It's up to
operate.
that
No,
person.
I'm saying for me and how I operate. Right. If I even remotely say what's up to you, then I'm somewhat interested. Something sparking me.
Yeah.
So the same for if it's just looks because you never opened your mouth yet to say anything. I'm like, and then you say something, and it's like, oh, and then you have some conversation, something we could talk. It sparks something. I say, all right, cool. I want to know more.
Yeah.
Then yeah, and if in between conversation you say you're trying to find someone to have a relationship
You
with,
t-
you wanted this, you wanted that. I'm not closed off to it. I'm not closed off to it. But again, being with the experiences that I've been through, I am not jumping straight into
yeah.
nothing without understanding who these people are before I waste my time or go through a madhouse of foolishness.
But
That's
but
just it for me. Meaning
yeah.
that, yeah, I'm gonna come to the parties, I'm gonna go to the barbecues, I'm gonna go to the recitals and all these different little things. I'm gonna hear how you talk, how you work with your money. I'm gonna look at all these things because all
But
these things are gonna affect now how we gonna move forward later on. If you're a person that loves splurging, yeah, that ain't me. I'm Jew City.
but
So I'm just telling you right now, Cece, tell your friends I'm Jew City, Jew unit all day. Okay, so
New unit.
I'm just
Uh-huh.
letting you know.
So
Okay,
look, I'm saying that if you're just meeting someone and you don't really know the person that this well, and you starting to try to meet the person, I think that it should be no intimacy. It should be none,
nah,
because
facts, facts.
but the thing.
once you get intimate with a person,
Then it
you
spoil
you
everything.
automatically. I'm speaking on the women's point of view.
Yeah.
We go together.
If you get intimate with that person, then you're gonna automatically think that you could change that person's mind,
I don't think
that
that's
you're dating, that
But
you're going
listen.
out. Oh, now it's some women that could just can just turn it on and off.
Yeah.
But I would say that pretty much for probably about the 90 percentile, don't just turn it on and off. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Unless
But
they going into
you.
it knowing what they just want right off the bat. But
Right.
if you
Right.
try to be
That's another
Yeah.
serious about
thing.
somebody, I
That's
don't
another
think
thing.
that you should connect like that, because if you don't end up dating, then it's hurtful to the
Right.
person.
Right.
And it's funny. It's funny when when a person says what when they're talking. Sometimes, as you know, a dude would say most likely, they don't want a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
But you have females who does that too.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want a relationship. So it's upon the individual to say if they're gonna stop it
Right.
right here.
Or keep going.
If it yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but
but I
you
think it's on both sides though.
yeah, it's on both sides. But if it reach a point where it's sexual, if it reach that point, there is more into it,
Mm-hmm.
and for a person to step away,
Mm-hmm.
you see what I'm saying?
Harder, you mean?
It's
Okay.
harder to step away in certain individual,
Mm-hmm.
So
but
then what do you do?
well, it depends on the person
What do you do?
themselves. It depends on you or that person.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody got to walk away. Somebody,
Somebody got to
Well,
be in
and
charge.
I was gonna say,
it's more harder on the female. 'Cause females are more emotional.
All right.
Yep.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So
Now, now, go ahead.
I was gonna say where she brought up. Most dudes won't see the red flags until after the physical.
all flags are green until
Uh, uh, uh,
Until the
after
physical,
physical. That's what
and
I'm.
then
Yeah,
and after the physical, then all of a sudden they see the red flags. They're not
yep.
paying
yeah,
attention to it
yeah, yeah,
until after the physical.
yeah.
You
That's
know
why
which
you
what?
don't be
means which
physical with
means
them.
they had the blinders on because all they wanted was the physical.
And
There you
that's
Meow.
why
go.
you don't get physical with them. You,
There you go.
you do
Meow.
that for you save that for a while. That's why you can't put the cart before the horse. Okay, and then and a lot of people do that,
For the what?
and a lot of people do that way too often. They put the cart before the
Oh,
horse,
see, say that again. The
and
what
then
before the what?
what do they have to what do they have to do to try to impress you, or to try to win you over, or whatever? They don't have to do anything, because it's already been done. You've already done whatever it is.
See, for the Caribbean men on the panel, please explain what the caught before the horse is?
Oh, that means you gave up the goods before you even in a relation
Oh,
established a
okay.
relationship or anything. You
Okay.
already did it.
But a
So
lot of men lead with looks like
Yeah,
before they even get into anything. So
yeah.
like
mm.
That's the start point.
conversation, you know, because I could say even though I'm against that, I'm guilty of that too. You know, so you go into a situation and
Yeah.
you see what you want, you just try to get it, and you don't try to have conversations to figure out who this person is. You
Yeah.
know, and then those conversations come after
You
what?
get
you get
Who
yeah.
does
intimate.
that?
A lot of
Those
people,
Oh
trust
conversations
me,
wow,
a lot of
I'm really out
people.
of the loop because who does that?
man, men,
That's
men. When
that's
Wow.
when men
that's
have
where we're
orgasms,
ignorant.
when men have
So
orgasms, they start thinking differently
yeah,
afterwards,
so a guy had a song where he
automatically.
said, "When
Everything gets a lot
you
clearer
come
after
to your
that.
senses."
What? Say I think I love her, no?
No, for real. You just said
Yeah.
everything gets clearer because you're not thinking about what you were trying to get to
Yeah.
release, whatever you were
Yeah.
trying to release. And
Yeah.
once you release it, you start thinking, oh, shoot.
He's
It's no
like,
Yeah,
who
different.
is this over here? Oh, you about to go
It's no
home?
different than you ever had that thing that you wanted to get a car, for example, and you go get that car that you wanted, right? And for the first week of having that car, everything is woo, woo, woo. And then a month,
Wee
2 months
wee
later,
wee.
You got buyer's remorse.
you got buyer's remorse. You're not looking at the car the same way. You're not thinking about the car the same way. And you start looking at another car and saying, oh, I like the way that car looks. I want to
I
see how
know
that
somebody
car
nailed
drives.
it. I know somebody nailed it. Got buyer's remorse. She bought a 20. She bought a 2025 Navigator. She is. I mean, Escalade. She is buyer's remorse like crazy. She's like,
Boy, she
You
got
talking
why?
about a car? You talking about like some
Why did
R.
I
Kelly
get
type
that?
thing?
Why? No, I'm talking about a real car.
Okay. I
listen.
think man,
She
like a car, like a.
no real car. She is.
Those Escalades,
No,
those
she got buyer's
Escalades,
remorse. She's like, ugh.
those Escalades are like $100,000 right
And
now.
she is like, oh, well, she's buying. Well, what about take it back? I said, girl, they're gonna take thousands off that car. If you
Yeah.
take that car back and try to take it back.
Yeah.
She might as
Yep.
well put that thing up on Uber X
It's
Something.
crazy.
or one of them things and
Rent it out.
rent it
She's
out.
sick about that. She's sick about. I mean, she could afford it, but she's like,
Is
it's
she
so
in DC?
big,
Is she
it's
in
so
DC?
big, and this and that. And I was like, oh,
She's in
Lord.
DC.
Swap it for the
She in
same
Is
Virginia.
that
She's
is
in
that one
Virginia.
of your
Yeah,
single friends?
she in Virginia.
Also,
Go
Is
ahead,
she,
Cece. Is
is she
that one of
No,
your
single?
single friends?
this not one of the single ones. This is a
Oh man, I
married
don't want
one.
to hear about it.
But she's feeling bad about the fact that she bought that.
I don't want to hear nothing more about it, Cece.
Yo, you shut out, boy.
Wow, it's like that now. Okay.
Nah, we family. We good. So, all right. In closing now.
We ain't even got our in closing music. What's going on here?
Romper room.
Now I'm watching the time. That's why. So now, in closing now, let me ask everyone the question now. So, can we draw some sort of conclusion to try and say, okay, and I'm gonna ask each individual here what their final thoughts is on it. So, all right, so I'm gonna go around the room. So, Q, in your assessment, you want me to go the opposite way? Okay.
Sometimes I just want to listen to somebody else.
Well, they say, hey, guilty by who you standing around, homie.
Wow.
What was the question though?
So okay, after your assessment now with all this that you heard, right? Do you feel right now that it is a planned situation for them to plant these seeds within our community, within our females, and then those females are now putting that on to us, where the pressure and everything for us to perform and do everything else in between now is all gonna cave in for us in the long run, because financially it's not gonna be there because we're spending like crazy. The household itself is a wrap. That part of it is a wrap. There's no more home cooked meal. There's no more eating at the dinner table. None of that stuff. That stuff is a dead situation. And then when it comes to the features, as far as like we explained in the first half, the eyelash, the makeup, all these. I forgot what AP said, the package situation, but
This is a long question for Q.
Well, this
All right, cue the question. Cue the question.
That's the
Wow.
whole show.
Cue the question.
I think he gonna have to play back on the recorder. So you
Long
see,
story short,
Yeah, he gonna have
Q,
to take notes.
what do you think is the biggest defining factor? What's going on with how and what the women are doing right now in our culture?
I don't think it's if we can recognize it. If we can recognize it, why can't them? I don't think it's a system that's set up. It's individual to recognize what they want and what's happening. If we can recognize that, you see what I'm saying?
Mm.
Why are these females doing it?
Because they think different, they are different,
That's what I'm saying.
they feel differently, and for me, I think it's more of a thing of comparing and competing.
Comparing and
it's
Right.
competing big time. Yep.
Yeah.
Whenever you start comparing yourself to someone else, you're
Yeah.
making the worst choice in life because
Yeah.
you will forever be comparing yourself to everything that's around.
In life.
And
Yeah.
you're never going to be happy and you're never going to be satisfied because there's too many people that are not like you.
Mhm.
We're all one of ones, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So we're one of ones trying to be like others.
Right.
And until you're happy with yourself and
Yeah.
who you are, you will still be going through those changes and having eyelashes for your eyebrows, not understanding what the heck's going on.
Until you love yours, you know?
Man,
That's
Eyes
all
are
right.
valuable. You got to protect them.
All right, Habitus, since you spoke, your final thoughts.
Um, I actually believe that it is a setup, like, cause you got all these beauty pageant shows like Miss World, Miss Universe, and
Oh.
they depict of what they think beauty should be. So a lot of these females um try to go for a certain look every time.
Yeah.
So it moved from that to the BBL era
Right.
now. So somewhere along the line, I can't say where, but I feel like, as you said, a seed was planted and
Hmm.
they just keep falling for it every time.
Yeah.
hey John, I'm sorry. Can I ask him a question, man?
Uh,
Did anybody see the Miss International pageant?
No, we
Yeah,
were
yeah.
watching.
We
My,
gonna skip.
my
We
eyes
gonna
was
skip.
closed.
We gonna skip. Hey,
Hamilton said we're gonna skip
we gonna skip that.
that.
My eyes was closed all the time. I was off social media.
What was it the black dude that won or the black female?
The black dude.
Was somebody there black?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
the
wasn't.
person who
the
won.
Oh,
winner.
I wasn't watching.
Miss
The
Lies you
individual.
tell.
USA. I'm sorry, John. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Next person. Next
Okay.
person.
It's
All right.
crazy.
Let me go with CC.
Okay. Um. In part, I think it's I wouldn't say it's a setup per se. I would just say that some people just think that they got to get their bag, and if it's easy to get it by doing this and that, but it's definitely a big competition out here.
Mhm.
And you seeing a lot of people on social media how they look. You seeing a whole lot of them look the same to me. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like Stepford wives.
Yes.
A lot of them just look the same. But it comes down to I think your confidence in yourself. If you're
Mm.
confident in yourself and you have that self-esteem, and sometimes some people need to dress up a certain way or look a certain way to bring that confidence out in them. You
That's
know,
true.
it
True.
depends on it's the individual. So I wouldn't say everybody is out there for the bag or like that, but I mean it definitely has a lot to do with social media and the stuff that's going on out here now.
Mm.
And then too, it's a whole different generation. They're not like us. You
Nah,
know, they're not
that's
like
true.
us. They speak their own language and everything. And this is how they get down.
That is
So
true.
I mean, this is it, and I don't think it's going to change no time soon.
Definitely not.
Nope.
Jonice, your
So
thoughts?
just to piggyback on what she said, yeah. I think if we just stop seeing what we see in social media, the videos or anything like that, and just be yourself,
Mhm.
I think we will get a lot further.
Yep.
But we want to keep up with the Joneses. We want to have the newest car or have all this cash and throwing it out and putting it on social media. It's a facade,
Mhm.
and it's not authentic. But it's only going to get worse.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where everything that's going on is only going to get worse.
Oh
So there
yeah,
is no
yeah.
light at the end of the tunnel.
I
It's
think
not.
so too. It's getting
We all
worse.
talk about it, but
We don't-
we never put words into action. We
It's
don't
Yeah,
true.
change. Oh, well, I'm going to start doing this. We don't do it. We don't do
nothing
it.
is changing for real.
Okay, before I go to Nayad, Jonice, so you're saying it's cool for me for educational purposes only. I can go back and watch the video with the girl walking the dog a few more times just to make sure.
For
Respectfully, of
educational
course.
purposes.
Yeah, grab your bib so you can
Mm,
drool.
Yeah.
Nayad.
yeah. Oh
No,
wow.
I just think that we just got to stop trying to copy each other.
Big thing.
That's basically it. Because what happened, I guess we as a people always got to outdo somebody else. That's why everything has got to be leveled up. Well, he got a big car, or the next one got a big car. Oh, this one got a big prom show. That's got to be problem. So we as a people are always within competition with ourselves and not happy or content with what we have. We have to be in competition and level up somebody else. So sometimes you just got to be happy with what you have and not have to show everybody, be bragging that this is what I have. So I think that's within our own flaw as far as black people. I don't think it's a setup. I think that's just one of our own flaws as black people, that we always have to have something bigger, a
Mm,
majority of us. So
okay.
Yep. Yep. That's right.
I actually want to say another thing. Because this female, she was a beauty pageant down in Jamaica. She recently
Yeah.
committed suicide. But she's actually a naturally beautiful girl, and she's saying she don't know where in videos, she didn't know where she's getting these suicidal thoughts from. So I
Yeah.
think a lot of females um they get caught up in this whole social media thing, to where they're now thinking that I am not who I'm supposed to be. I'm not beautiful. I'm not this. I'm not
Yep.
that. To the point where
Yep.
they're getting suicidal. I mean, I don't know what's her reason for committing
Yeah.
suicide, but I
Yes.
feel like that's a part of it.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Depression.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
Depressed and
this
not confident within themselves, and getting a whole lot of probably hate messages and this and that,
Mm.
because the media, social media
Brutal.
is vicious now.
Brutal.
yeah.
It's
But it could be pressure. You know how pressure is
and yeah,
when you
pressure to
do this and
keep
then
it
you
going.
gotta keep repeating it, and then you
Yep.
gotta one up and
Yep.
one up and one
Each
up. So now
time.
tomorrow,
Yep.
if you dare to come out your house with that long eyelash, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They gonna
Yeah.
say she didn't deserve it. She
All
ain't got
right,
the
John.
eyelash on this week. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So
That
it's
Yep.
always something. It's
that
always something. You know what I'm saying?
that situation is so sad, man.
It
So
is.
sad because she talks about what she's going through. She had added
See, but
video.
here's the thing with
But
it.
depression is
People
dangerous,
gotta
man.
still
And
understand
we
when they come to the
we're not
psychological portion of things,
we're not seeing it.
the beauty and all the money and all that stuff
Si-
does not matter. We don't know
silent, you know.
the chemicals and the different things that go on in a person's mind, body, and
Yeah.
soul is always going to be a different. We all have different makeups, DNAs, or everything, all that. So at the end of the day,
Si-
she can have a full package. That don't mean that
yeah,
certain things are not
it's a
balanced.
silent killer, man.
So,
She going
Yep.
through
but that's what I'm saying. It don't necessarily have to be anything to deal with
yeah.
her profession, being
Yeah.
a
I
model or
just think the world is too open. Like social media has made the world so open right now, to where
Yep.
you could be living here in America,
Hey,
and you're judging yourself off somebody that's probably 17 hours away in
Yep.
well,
Australia or something like that.
but listen. We often hear about TikTok and all these things, and Facebook. It's the Westerns. What we are living. Because, for instance, China with TikTok and all these, all
Yeah.
those things are educational. It's nothing like what we are
Right.
seeing.
But then
So
again, but this is what I'm saying.
that's what I'm saying. Is what we are seeing
But
and living on this side
all
of the
right,
world.
so in,
You know?
for me on closing off now. Again, AP and I have been in this entertainment business for years, so we understand what the word programming is.
Oh.
It is exactly what it sounds like. It is exactly how it's spelt. It is exactly how it sounds. It is exactly what it is. Programming at the end of the day. Now, I'm going to use a small example to close out. Now, small island that we know, very small island we know that we love, and we call it Jamaica. Okay? This
Yeah.
island had restrictions where you would get up in the morning, television would be on for a certain time, you get the news, you get certain little foolishness, TV, and then it's off. You move on your way. The rest of your day is going, you're going to work, you're going to school, you go whatever you're doing, right? Nothing else. Your information comes in a newspaper, you get it. Certain individuals are reading it, they understand what's going on, and that's it. In the evening time,
Lena, you're watching.
you get another time to go watch programming where majority of the family would gather together and they watch this program, and then it goes off again, right? It's that's it. There's no other thing. Everything ran smooth. We had no issues with this. We had no issues with that. There was no emo kids. There was no this. There was no that. Yes, you still had people that had psychological problems because that's just been there from day one. But at the end of the day, things were totally different. Now, we have 5 million channels. We have cell phones that can find ET on planet Z. And so many things going on now. So many information are being fed in. We are now what is called the cable guy.
The web.
No, not even the web. The cable guy. If anybody remember the movie Cable Guy, all these personalities that we're seeing, that's why I'm saying programming. If you understood and if you remember how that movie was, that kid that sat down in front of that television, everything that he saw got programmed in.
Yep.
And as he grew and turned into an adult, that is him. It's programmed.
Yep.
The cable guy. So that's why I'm saying right now, when I use the word program and social media in our community, it all ties in. And because a lot of us are not in the entertainment world and understand how it is. In the radio business, you could play a song, they could say, oh, I don't like that song. Don't worry, you will.
Yep. Oh yeah, I know much about that. My daughter used to be a professional singer.
Okay, so you understand what it is. So this is what I'm saying right now. At the end of the day, regardless of what, everything we consume that goes in, forms in our brains and comes back out however it comes back out, programming.
That's
Trust
right.
me.
Yeah.
As a radio, you hear them songs, that's why they call it a hook. Because it's going to hook you.
There it is. So
It's
at
gonna
the
get
end of the day,
Yep.
it is what it is. It's just at the end of the day, as a community, we need to pull together. And like I said, at this point in where we are in the world today and where we are in America today, this is something that we need to look deeper into and understand that, yeah, sometimes we need to just cut it off. You see, like how Kendrick said,
Yep.
cut it off. Okay? You can cut it off. It's not necessary to have it all the time. That way you can deprogram the situation and get back to reality.
And one of the biggest people that said that was someone that died today, Asada Shakur.
Oh, she what?
She talked about the dumb box.
Are you serious?
She was the one that talked about the dummy box when the Black Panthers were doing what they were doing. See, now that's something that one of our strongest voices, black voices, was shunned, right, and castigated. But you should be hearing that everywhere. It should be so much that I mean, even the black radio stations and stuff like that should have. But it's not. But
It's not. Yeah.
That's the dumb box, as you were talking about. She talked about that a lot. But rest in peace to Asada Shakur.
Rest in peace, most definitely. The whole Shakur family, yo.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Ooh,
What?
but listen, I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight, man. Beautiful conversation. Nayad, thank you once again. Family all day. CC, DMV. Yeah, we're gonna exchange numbers, baby love.
Yeah, CC, don't leave us. Don't leave us.
Jonice, thank you once again, family. Of course, Hamilton, always family. Yes.
Yes, sir.
So chill.
So chill as always, yo, family for sure, for life. AP, Q, John, Black IT, little man in the back. Yo, thank you very much for joining us. You can find us on all the platforms every Friday night, 9 p.m. Be there or B Square, live at the Barbershop. DMV, I'm coming, baby.
Where the Black Republican at?
Black Republican.
Hey,
CC,
CC, I'm
they
not
not
lying.
ready.
I'm not lying, CC. I
Joe
traveled.
know how to reach me. You know how to reach Joe?
Yeah, I'm gonna get in touch with you.
Yeah. You know how to reach Joe?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna call you tomorrow. Nah, you tell me. I call you right now. I don't care. I'll call you tomorrow.
She got to go to
Joe,
church tomorrow.
church.
Gotta
I
go.
got to be at work
For
at 7
Sabbath.
a.m.
See, me and
I
you,
got to
we
be
on
at
the
work
same
at
page,
7
right?
a.m.
I'm getting up at 4
This a real
a.m.
working person.
Oh
I'm getting
yeah,
up
she
at 4
understands.
a.m. We gonna get along.
I'm tired. I'm tired. Wrap it up.
I want to
Hot
thank
dog.
all of y'all, man. Thank you very much, man. Live at the Barbershop every Friday night. Be there or be square. And remember, go out in the world and be somebody. Yes, sir.
Go out in the world and be somebody.